Credibility styling. When did you start it exactly?
Okay, credibility styling started as a Facebook page.
Oh man,
I
I love
started
the
as
one
a
today. I
Facebook
love
page,
it.
and this Facebook page I used to run with a workmate of mine back in the day whenever I was working for Silver. It was called Guy Jairus, who actually happened to be working under the same department.
Oh,
And
okay.
we'd get bored. Sometimes you're like in the studio, nothing is happening. You're on this computer and you see like nice images and what? You're like, I just want to start like a fashion page and like post dope pictures, and I just want people to comment and what and get that engagement. It was purely like a fun thing.
What?
So yeah, I ran that page with him, but you know what happens to these Facebook pages these days? You start out and you're very passionate, and then after some time, you lose steam. So it kind of just lost steam, but it's always still there. So whenever I started styling, I was like, but I think I need a brand name, and I need a name that really like makes sense. So that's when I thought about credibility, because credibility is basically about something being, credible and being accepted, being recognized. So it just made sense. Then I'm like, okay, we'll just go with credibility. Like, I just started basically from Facebook as a Facebook page. So to give it a bit of punch, I did credibility with a K instead of a C. So it's a K, credibility, styling. That's the story.
Now, close to Facebook, social media,
Yes.
you are also all about fitness.
Oh yeah, yes.
I have seen the pictures. I'm like ashamed. I'm like, I need to go to the gym tomorrow. Have you always been passionate about working out?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny how, this whole fitness journey was inspired by like a breakup. So I watched Revenge Body. It was similar to Revenge Body. It's like the Revenge Body story. You break up and then you just want to look good. You want them to be on your feet and be like, hey, look at what I'm missing. You want them, stalking and, scrolling. And then sometimes accidentally liking.
And then they're like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Anyway, so yeah, that was it was a bad breakup, and I just wanted to look good.
Okay.
But then I got into it and then discovered that, I actually feel good as well. I have my stress in check. So I like fully immersed myself into it. I basically got into some partnerships with some gyms and a few initiatives. One of them being one by my good friend Nelly, the fit foodie. And yes, so with time, you know what they say about fitness. Once you start seeing results, you become obsessed. But I hope I don't get to the point where I'm using anabolics and steroids and injections and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. And so, from the shoots that you've done, it looks like you've also done modeling.
No.
For real?
Okay, so, and I get asked this like a lot. Like, am I a model? No, I'm not.
Because they look very professional. You seem to be.
So what I do, because I have a website, and this website is basically me showcasing like the things that I'm passionate about, and it's like curated. It's like from my personal point of view. So I do a lot of fashion. I showcase Ugandan designers from time to time, and actually I have fitness on there as well. I showcase Ugandan fitness service providers. I intend to showcase like travel too, and then get some food people if there are any, because I love to eat, but I don't love to cook. So So yeah, so being in that position, like basically, especially like shooting for Ugandan designers or designers, just puts me in that element. So
But modeling
maybe I
is
come off as a model, but I'm not one.
okay. Okay. I think you've done
Maybe
a
I'm
pretty
just a model for
convincing
my
job
own website.
for your. What's your
Think about
website?
that. It's of course the www.tazibone.com.
Tazibone.com.
Very, very personal space.
Okay, we need to check it out. Absolutely need to check it out. So you're not in a relationship right now?
No, I'm not. And I'm not actively like looking for one because I don't feel I'm in a good space to be, to have someone else's emotions to also deal with. And it kind of sounds selfish, but I feel it would be selfish of me to get into a relationship that I'm not ready for.
Okay.
So I just want to work on myself and get myself in a good headspace. And whenever that happens is when I can probably like pursue one. But for now, I'm not.
Okay. So you're working on yourself?
Yes,
Journey
I'm
of
working on myself, by myself, for myself. And you need to do that too, because it's sad how many, people are just not living intentionally. People like wake up and you're like grown and you do not have a purpose in life. And then you surround yourself with these people, you get into these relationships that you're not ready for, and then it eventually shows, because that's when you get all the messy breakups. You are not in a good space to actually take on, to be responsible for someone else as well. So get yourself there. There's like a lot of I'd had friends that have been trying to get me into yoga, but I've tried a couple of times and I'm like, man.
I tried
I
it.
do a lot of reading.
I know it's a lot harder than it looks.
It looks fancy, like, oh, who doesn't want to be in those yoga sweats and like pulling random moves and whatnot, but and what works. If it does for you, good. But I feel it's just maybe in the future I'm gonna get myself to actually enroll for yoga class. But I feel there's other ways too in which you can like meditate and be at peace with yourself.
So who inspires you?
Who?
Yeah.
Let's start by what?
Okay, fine.
I'm inspired by the fear of being mediocre or average. That's my biggest inspiration.
What's your biggest fear?
That Jama inspires me. Seriously. But like when you talk about who, then you actually have to break it down in maybe talking about fashion. I draw inspiration from a lot of people. Internationally, I'm inspired by Michael Kors because he's into like ready to wear, and he basically is one designer that I follow his mantra and his aesthetic as a designer, and I feel like he's actually been quite successful at what he does.
Okay, being true to him.
Being true to him and actually, making bank at it, because, the thing about fashion, and even fashion here, people say, back in the day, like say 5 years ago, I remember there was a fashion society. There actually is a fashion society here, and I remember attending one of the meetings, and the word like saying, I remember someone say, we're tired of, fashion being seen as just entertainment. because back in the day it was. People just used to go to watch these runway shows to just get
fashion
entertained.
shows and that.
No one was willing to buy off of the runway.
That's true.
Yeah, but I feel with time Ugandans are slowly getting to appreciate the craft. So I appreciate the people that push the craft, and people that actually are quite successful at it, because everyone is inspired by success. You'd want to be associated with successful people.
Yeah.
I love to be associated with successful people like her.
I love it.
Oh, by the way, no joke, you do a really, really great job. I remember actually listening to Sanyu FM from back in the day. Back in the day, I still do. And I would not actually get a lot of time to, catch the daily show that you used to be on. But I'd always make it a point to catch the one on Saturday.
Thank you.
Religiously.
Thank you. Well, now it's confusing me. Okay, so from what I'm hearing, you have some big dreams. You have big dreams. Fear of being average, being mediocre.
Yes.
So where do you want to see yourself? What's that one thing you want to realize? Is it going to be your own fashion label? Is it to be able to get to a point where you're traveling internationally as a stylist? What are you working for, hungering for?
Basically, what I'm hungering for is global domination. That's it. You know what they say about your dreams? If your dreams do not scare you, then
they're not big enough.
So I'm looking at global domination. I want this brand to go global. And it's funny how, every other day I realize that I'm making progress, because when I look back then, the story of credibility, just starting out as a Facebook page, I never thought I would have gotten this. So yeah, I want to basically just get appreciated and recognized internationally. Being appreciated here is amazing.
You've won a lot of awards.
I'm a 2-time ASFA award winner. I won as Stylist of the Year, Ugandan Stylist of the Year for 2018. And earlier on, before that, had won ASFA Most Stylish Male Media Personality.
Yeah.
But I feel the space for accolades is still empty. I actually even created a bigger one. So there are only 2 there.
So what's your last message to people who now understand styling a little bit better?
Yeah, my last message, number 1, look for me. Sincerely. Honestly, I get a lot of clients that are like, I get someone recommended you, but I don't know if I can afford. But I see you work with big people. Who am I? What do I am? But I love to. I actually do not have a niche. People think I'm only a celebrity stylist. Mona never celeb. Momuntu once totegana no. And you know what I've realized? Yeah? As most of the clients I've had that I've actually worked with that were properly managed, were not even the celebrities.
But celebrities don't have money.
No, I'm not saying the celebrities don't have money. I'm not shade, but it just goes as an example that I'm not too expensive for you to afford me. You can afford me.
You work something out.
Yeah, you can work something out. Well, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram. The handle is Tazibone_Solomon on Facebook. On Twitter, I'm not very active there. I'm pushing baby steps, but I will be.
You'll get there. I like that your work is right there.
An active tweet. Do you tweet a lot?
No, not that much. Yeah, he put me on the spot.
You can also check out my website that I shared earlier. It's tazibone.com. And watch my show. Fridays, 7:35 p.m. on NTV. Repeats air on Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Same channel.
Awesome.
And I love you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks so much.